Hello, hello, hello. How's it going? It's been a couple of nights since I streamed. It feels a lot like it's been closer to a week, but we are playing, obviously, 7 Days to Die. We are starting again, and this time we are going to be doing Horde every night. So it is going to get really crazy, hopefully, really quickly. Some things about it. Okay, sweet. We're not far from the trader. The trader is right there. This is perfect. Difficulty is default. Everything is default except I believe I turned off the supply drops. I turned off loot respawn. I turned on permadeath. So when I die, that'll automatically delete this save pretty much and render it, useless. I will be playing with that on from now on. It's one of those things where I like the idea of being able to go and finish out whatever building I'm doing, but if I'm going to be realistic, or at least say that I'm going to be realistic about ending a run when when I die or whatever, then I might as well do it all the way and just completely and utterly stop that run. So that's kind of my thought process on it. Like I said, this is Horde every night, so it should be pretty crazy. Tonight I will be streaming for a bit longer than normal. Anywhere from about an hour extra, maybe even 2 extra hours. I'm not entirely sure. Hell yes, we just got honey right off the bat. That is a godsend. And since we're playing Navezgane and I know exactly where we are, we don't even necessarily have to start doing the challenges to get to the trader. I'm going to because I really don't like the tutorial challenge being up. Let's go ahead, gather a bit more of this. I just don't want to have to worry about it. And there should be some bird nests right around here, but I'm not seeing any, which is really weird. Okay, let's just get started. Primitive bow, craft that. Let's go ahead and do the clothing real quick. Craft that, craft. Wear that. Throw these on. Why can I not? There we go. Go ahead and craft that. Craft a wooden club just because we have to. Oh shit. No. I didn't mean to do that. Especially because I can't stand the clubs. I know the clubs are decent once you get up in levels, but there's kind of no point considering the sledgehammer is pretty much OP right off the bat. Let's gather a bit more wood. And all I need left, or all I have left, I should say, is just these damn, there we go. Stone arrow. Let's go ahead and craft that. Now we can go to the challenges. Collect all of these. Nice. And the trader is right here. Yep. Let's get a bit of coal just so that way we have some food. So originally, or not, so we have some food. So we have a way to cook the food. So originally, I was going to do Horde every night as well as a Ramblin' Man style. I was going to do Horde every night, Ramblin' Man, and do it to where I pretty much almost exclusively do trader jobs. and I don't do any additional looting. But that's a lot of restrictions to put on one series. So instead, I'm just going to start off by doing... Matter of fact, let's go... Jesus. Let's go here. Let's put one into Skull Crusher. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's put one into Master Chef. One into Lucky Looter. And then one into... I don't know about that. You know what? We'll go ahead and put an additional one into Agility. Yeah, so this series is going to be pretty interesting in hopefully the best ways. I don't know how long this is going to last. It could very well last 3 days. The point of this series isn't to last, you know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. It's not about the longevity of it. There are some things that I want to get better at, and time management is one of them, and this is one of the best ways to very quickly get good at time management. I mean, Horde every night is no joke. You have to have really good resource management and really good time management.
I check it. At least wipe that shit off your boots before you better take this job. Get moving, jackass. This don't pay by the hour.
So that's what I'm wanting to do with this series. Like I said, I'm not expecting to last 4 weeks. I'm pretty much expecting to just brush up on the basic skills, the muscle memory of the game. And I'm perfectly fine doing a shorter series because I do have a couple of other games lined up. Hey, I'm heading to bed, but I have your stream up. I'm sorry. Oh, it's okay. No. I completely get it. Yeah, rest up. I'm sure you want to rest your eyes as well. I know those were kind of bothering you, so yeah, take care. You had an awesome stream, and you deserve some rest. Like I was saying though, this is all about management and just kind of brushing up on those skills. I also wanted to do something that I knew wasn't going to last too long. I have some games that I have lined up. That way, you know, we're not just playing this, because as much as I love this game, and I really do, I don't want to kind of bottleneck myself into any one particular game, no matter how much I love it. Oh, son of a bitch, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, you know what though, it does feel really good to get back to streaming. It feels like it's been 2 weeks, and that's how you know that you're enjoying something, is if it's only been a couple of days but it feels 10 times longer. That's a good sign. And it really has. I mean, I work a lot, I do a lot, but this little time getting to hang out, play games, is really brought a lot of peace, a lot of me time. You know, it's a bit of a pisser that it's not going to be as frequent as I would like, but I'm definitely going to be trying to make it more of a habit. That being said, I'm really excited about this series. I've never done a horde every night. It's something I always wanted to get around to doing, but just never really bothered with it. I figured what a way to kick off kind of, it's not really a return to streaming. Like I said, it's only been a couple of days, but it feels so much longer. And I thought it sucked the way that I died in the last run. I wanted to do something a bit different, a bit more fun, fast-paced, and just thought this was the perfect little mini-series, if you will. So I'm definitely excited for this. So we will not have the same rules as the last series. We will be able to do crafting. We'll be able to do a bit more mining, just a bit more work on things. Oh, come on, you son of a bitch. There we go. But we are also going to be doing trader jobs. And the biggest reason is because we're doing horde every night. I don't really want to be too stagnant. I don't want to do the hobo series because I do have a plan for that. But I don't want to be super stagnant. I do want to move around Dyersville. Maybe even, if we do make it past a week, bump it up and go up north to the snow biome. Because we just did the desert, so I'm not going to, go down to the next hardest one. No, I'll go straight to the snow biome and ride it out there until I die. Oh, son of a bitch. I did not mean to do that. That's one thing I forgot to change after restarting this was I hate the toggle run. I press it all the time and it just drains my stamina like crazy. So shit like that happens. Alright, sweet. It's 11 o'clock. We have all the challenges done. We have the first... Let's go ahead and do the pipe machine gun. We have the first job done. Let's get started on the next one. Clear zombies, 412 miles to the west. That'll put that away from Dyersville, but I'm not really trying to head over to Dyersville. Ah, fuck it, we'll do that.
I'd say it's been an honor to work with you, but it would be a lie.
Oh, you're a dick, dude. Yeah, so we're not doing anything, we're not going anywhere specifically in this series. Like Dyersville, we're not trying to see how long we can last there or, somewhere up north. Like I said, that will be if we make it past day 7. We'll shoot up there. We'll have to see how many more trader jobs we have left, because if we only have like a couple, I might just stay an additional day and knock out those. West. This might be, what, the mushroom? Yeah, I think it might be the mushroom mining company. I heard it's got to be the mushroom mining. Either that or the trailer that's up here, but I don't think that POI is big enough even for a tier 1 job. Yep, mushroom mining company. That's how you know I play this game just enough, where I'm right, but I'm not entirely sure that I'm right. And we could just skip there. That's where the main loot is. We could build some frames and go up, but since we're doing a clear zombies quest, doesn't make any sense to do that. Generator bank, just some iron. Sounds like there's somebody above me. Yeah. Yep. The sound in this game is absolutely amazing. I think it's some of the Fun Pimp's best bit of programming. Because, like, yeah, the gameplay is awesome, the crafting is awesome, there's a lot of great aspects to this, but the sound is just top-notch. It's one of the things I'll go on about for days, because it's just... it's so damn good. Let's go ahead and get just a little bit of mushrooms. We don't need a ton. And I don't even really need to get plastic. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to worry about building dew collectors. We'll be able to get a lot of the water we need, if not all of it, just from playing the game. Just looting buildings, shit like that. Come on, Big Mama, damn. Yeah, the stressful thing about doing these jobs is the fact that I don't want to start it and then leave it. So there will be times where we are doing a job and we get attacked by a horde. I guarantee it. Oh, come on, dumbass. Sweet. We have not cleared the area yet, so we just have to be careful. There's Big Mama again. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, come on, damn. Oh my god, this is one of the things I hate about restarting is you feel just so damn weak. You really, really do feel your stats. I mean, it is rough. Sweet, got some water. Pipe, baton. Let's go ahead. Let's get something to eat real quick. We should be good on water for just a moment. So we did not clear the area. So we got to run back through here real quick. This is not ideal. Actually, let me... yeah, we got an orange dot over here. Instead of running all the way around that way, let me jump over. What the fuck? Oh my god. The hell is that? Okay, let me... I've never had that happen before. There we go. Okay, well, that was easy enough to take care of, luckily. That could have been a colossal pain in my ass. So I'm very happy it wasn't. That sounded like a fat boy. Oh, look at that. It was. Yeah, I don't have time for you, buddy. But that's also 750 XP, and right now I don't really want to... Really don't want to waste any chances to get XP. I'm really torn because part of me wants to, again, just start bulking up with strength. Okay, I gotta put the next one into strength. I do. Yeah, because I can't go Skull Crusher again until I get to level 3. But like I was saying, we are going to... I was saying this earlier, Jesus, I am also very exhausted. But there's a good chance we are going to get attacked by the Horde while we're doing a trader job. And if we do, it's okay. It's actually not that big of a deal. Anybody that does the, like, you know, massive POIs like the Dishong Tower knows that all the zombies that are above you or in areas you haven't been to yet, they stay exactly where they are. Like, they're not spawned in yet, so they're not going to come attack you. So if we are in the middle of a POI, I don't have to worry about the zombies that are in the POI. As long as I'm not, like, running around. You know, if I have a pretty good area blocked off and I have that under lock and key, and I'm not having to, like, try to scramble and shit, then I don't really have to worry about any of the zombies that are, you know, they're just waiting.
That smirk off your face. Doing one job doesn't make us pals.
Okay, son of a bitch. 9mm ammo. I need to take that. Do I have jobs? Buried supplies. I don't really want to do another buried supplies. I hate those. Clear zombies. That's to the east.
Well, good luck. By the looks of it, you're gonna need it.
Alright. Let me see your inventory.
Or get lost.
Yeah, let's go ahead and sell that. Sell the muffled connector mod. I don't need that. I can't sell him that. Sewing kit I want to keep. Nails have to be sold in quantity of 10. Yeah, that's gonna be it for now.
Shit, man. I treat you that good, and you don't even fucking tip me.
Alright, let's go. So, wherever this takes us, that is where we're going to set up shop for the night and deal with the first night horde. This is east, almost northeast. So, I'm going to say this is over by the lake, I think. Yeah, it should be. Over by the dock. Sledgehammer parts, I will gladly take that. I don't know how far... Oh, you know what? This might be on this side of the water, which that'll be nice. Give me plenty of time to clear it out and kind of fortify it a little bit. I shouldn't have to be too worried. Oh. Asshole. So in this series, I will actually have to make arrows and use my bow and arrow just because the stamina drain from the sledgehammer at first is just awful. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need this. I don't even need the torch. Let's go ahead and move that down here. Don't need that. Don't need that, and I don't need that. Yeah, it's got to be this side of the water. I'm thinking maybe the cabin. There's a few cabins on this side. It might be the big one with the... I don't think it's the A-frame. But it might be. Very well might be. Oh no! It is one of my favorite POI bases in the whole game. This is actually not ideal, but for a Horde Every Night series, I can dig it. Yeah, I don't really want to go, but I hate going. So this is one of the problems, and it'll be one of the first things I address, is in order to get to this POI, I either have to go around the lake that way, or I have to go around over to the bridge on the northern side. And either way, it is just a pain in the ass. It is really out of the way. And it makes everything just a bit more of a hassle. Or I can cross this tiny little patch of water, which should be no issue. But in doing so, I will pretty much completely drain my stamina, which is fucking stupid. It's 12 feet. I was talking about the sound quality of this game being awesome, but their swimming system is just fucking terrible. I mean, it really is just awful. I don't know what 90-year-old has been smoking for 80 years kind of lung we have, but it is just fucking abysmal. Alright, let's go in here. Let's do this shit quickly. Yes, yes, yes. Come on, attack me. There's a bird. I fucking hate birds. Oh, oh my god, I fucking hate birds. Dude, this bird is gonna kill me. I swear to god. Suffered an abrasion and I'm infected. Yeah, see? Flying fucking AIDS rat. It's alright, I have a couple of jars of honey. I have some bandages. We will be more than fine. Anybody that is familiar with my series knows that I don't hate Skinny Pete, but he fucks up a lot of runs for me. And I would rather deal with Skinny Pete than deal with a shit-eating bird. There we go. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, we got a pipe bomb. That's not bad. You know what? So far, I've seen worse loot. None of this is too terrible. So there are some modifications that we will have to make in order to, you know, in order to really make this a pretty decent little, you know, horde area. But overall, it shouldn't be too bad. Let's go ahead and scrap that. Let's move that over. Iron arrow, we'll keep that. Steel parts. Let me go ahead and keep that. I don't need the bow right now. Just scrap that down. Yeah, that's fine. So instead of going and doing another job right now, since we've already done several, we are going to... Nice. We're going to set up for the first bit of the horde. Let's go ahead and do 20. I can always go gather more wood. That's not a big deal. Not to mention I have to fill that in. So we do have to destroy some of this shit, which is why I want to just get this done now, because it will fuck up some pathing. Not to mention right now I'm getting a little bit of resources back, not much, but getting some. And we are going to have to do quite a bit of modifications. But it's not really that it's like a lot of work. It's actually really simple. It just takes time. It takes time to gather the resources. It takes time to set everything up well, and then shit gets caught if you don't remove things, and that takes time. So a lot of it is just stressing out on time we don't have. But it's alright. So if you are watching this on YouTube and you're thinking about a good starting base area, this area is really easy to modify. As you are watching, all you really got to do is clear up the pier and then line one, maybe two of the sides with some building blocks, and that will funnel them in. You literally just throw these up here. I like to block this off as well, just because sometimes they'll accidentally run in there and get stuck and start banging on shit unnecessarily. So you just do this, and it funnels them in. Oh, damn, that's right. And since we are doing a horde every night, I am going to be beefing it up a lot more than you typically would need to. Because I'm not just planning on this horde, I'm planning on not wanting to, you know, stress out every single day about getting resources. So since we have a bit more time right now, figure right now is a good time to do this. Yeah, I don't have any skill points, it's fine. It's a good little time period to work on this for the next few days. That way I can focus those days on getting trader quests done and leveling up my sledgehammer and resource harvesting shit. But this first part is just a ton of wood. After this, we don't really have to worry too much about gathering wood. It's going to be cobblestone, which you can get while you're clearing out POIs. And if you don't run into any of those pallets, then it'll take you, I don't know, fucking maybe 10 minutes to get enough clay soil and rock to make some. But honestly, the majority of this base and this style of base is you really don't have to worry too much about repairing every single block in it, because the funnel that I'm building, they don't really get caught on too often. So all they really bang on is are the hatches that I'll be making and the little front blocks. Besides that, they don't really care about anything else. Alright, I'm hungry and thirsty, so we're gonna eat and drink some water. We are going to finish chopping this down, and then we are going to go over there, break up that rock just a bit more. I want to be right around 150 with stones, because we have to make a campfire and have some left over for any arrows that we're going to make, shit like that. There we go. Alright, it is almost time. Building block, we need to make, I don't know, at least another 50. Yeah. That is not big enough. Okay. Now, while we're crafting some hatches, which we'll do 3 of, we can start upgrading these. So right here, they can absolutely jump up, so we want to make sure that this is blocked off as well. We don't need to upgrade these ones in the back, but definitely these ones in the front. And this is what I mean by this style of base. It is extremely predictable. Sweet, we have another skill point. I should probably put it into strength. Get that up to level 3. There we go. And we are going to, like I said, I'm not too worried about upgrading these, but I do want to upgrade these ones. Because of how their AI works, you know what? Fuck it, we're just going to upgrade all of them. How their AI works, they go after the weakest point in the base. So if I can make that none of it, if I can make it uniformly strong, well, they'll still go for the weakest point. It could be down here, right? It could be underneath the pier. Or maybe it'll be them trying to break right here so they can jump up and run over. The programming is really good for this game. But the point is if you do that, you can move, or you can put these hatches down. You can put these hatches down, and they will go for the hatches because the hatches have less hit points than trying to break through, 1, 2, 3. They'll still hit it, and they'll still do shit like that, but it really does limit it. I do want to break this down, and I would like to break this. I was thinking about keeping it, but it's really not worth the risk of them trying to hop on there. And plus, if they do see it as a weakness, then it'll pull them over, and they'll be over here, and I won't be able to hit them. So I would rather just eliminate that altogether. Now we are going to build a campfire. You can see what I mean about resource management. I mean, this is bananas. We don't have a cooking pot, so I can't even make some water if I wanted to. I just realized that. All right, that's cool. That's cool. It's gonna suck, but we'll be fine. Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, because you absolutely need a cooking pot for that. Yep. Let's go ahead and build a wood storage crate. We'll just build one for right now. Nope, I want that. Mushrooms I'm going to eat really quick. We don't need the clay soil. We'll keep all the arrows. I don't need the bolts though. Steroids we don't need on us. Bandage, yeah, I'll go ahead and keep. I got the other ones. Anyway, let's bring this down because we don't need our stone shovel in our inventory. Bring down the eggs. We are gonna have to drink this fucking gross ass water. Alright, well that is the start of Horde Night. I have 15 rounds. My sledgehammer. Let's go ahead and take our vitamin now. It's day 1, so I don't know how many are going to be coming. I have everything on default. If it's one zombie, I'm going to be pissed. I mean, okay. That's good to know. Evidently it is one zombie. Okay, I don't know if this is part of the horde or if it's just a random zombie. So we'll bring him over here. We should be able to tell by his eyes. Nope, it looks like just a random zombie. Wow, that was That was really anticlimactic. Okay, well, we're gonna do some nighttime raids then, because I was expecting a bit more than that. Okay, so these are definitely part of the horde. Because I just watched these get spawned in. Yeah, we got him coming. I don't know why the spawning is so weird for this. It's weird. Typically they have glowing eyes. Fuck you, Skinny Pete. It's my loot bag. Okay, here we go. Oh, fuck you. Oh my god. Okay. That was weird. It like took a minute for the horde to kick in, which I guess this is the horde. It's still pretty terrible. But you know what? I will take it. It's better than one fucking zombie altogether. Okay, I mean, this is something. But yeah, you can see how easy this base is. Right? I can back up, I can let him bang on some shit for a little bit, I can regain my stamina. You know, okay, now I gotta back off. They come straight here, it's not like I really have to go do anything, I don't gotta corral them. That's why I was saying that this was absolutely the perfect spot to set up this this XP farmer. Because that's basically what this is. I mean, they run straight at you and you just keep gaining that motherfucking XP. That's really all it is. So it is good to know that for some reason they are only coming like 2 at a time, which is weird. I have this set to the default. But not only are they coming 2 at a time, it starts a bit later than you would expect. But alright. See, like right now. Oh, son of a bitch. I think I put my my bow back. Yeah, you know, if I wanted to step back, let's say I have my bow, or in this case, it'll be a gun. You want to pop a couple of shots off. Go back. Smash him in the fucking face. This is, in my opinion, one of the best starting base strategies that you can do. It's also just one of the best, or one of my favorite. It's not the best, but it's one of my favorite bases altogether. Because it is completely and utterly customizable to your playstyle. If you're going strictly firearms, well, you could do this strictly firearms. I mean, there's really no limit. It's just a fucking hallway. You can make it into a tower in the back. You can have it wind and kind of act like a maze. I don't really see the point in doing that, though, because they will find the weakest point and just beat their way through that. And if that is under the dirt, they will dig under the dirt. I found that this works perfectly fine for just about every level. The only time where it does suck is when you are on like the day 28 horde and you're dealing with, you know, you're dealing with cops, you're dealing with the boogers, you're dealing with things that explode and shit like that, because they will pile up. And if you land some hits on a cop, but you don't quite kill them, then they could blow up the first part of it. But again, even if that does happen, you can always back up and they just come right to you. It doesn't matter. But okay, I mean, I'm fine with this. I am a bit confused as to why it's only a couple of zombies at a time. But this is a lot better than one fucking zombie for the night. And that's how it used to be. If you're not like a big 7 days to die player, horde every night, the first horde was always one zombie. The second horde was like 3 zombies. And then it would jump up to the regular. Primitive armor quality 3. That's not too bad. I mean, it's fucking pointless. You'll find better armor. Even if you don't put a point into Lucky Looter, you'll still find better armor. It is a bit quiet right now. I don't know if that's just another pause or if that's the end of the horde. And seeing how I was already wrong tonight, I don't really know if I feel like venturing out too far. We'll kind of hold up for a minute. But I think that's it. See, nice, simple base that had no problems. I do wish that I had something to drink that wouldn't give me dysentery, but ultimately, yeah, I think that's going to be it for the horde. Ultimately, it is what it is. Yeah, let's go ahead and craft some arrows. I'm thinking 30. I don't really use the bow, and I don't really plan on using the bow a ton. 3. Oh shit, I have no wood. Somebody please help give me wood. Yeah, that's it. But my guy is thirsty as shit, so that's not going to be great for stamina regen. Yeah. Gonna go ahead and do that. The nice thing about this area is we are going to go around and we'll usually find a cooking pot. What the fuck was I gonna do? Let's go ahead and repair that and repair this. You will usually find a cooking pot around this lake. All of these POIs, you'll typically find one. Now we do still have to be careful somewhat because it is still nighttime, so the zombies still can sprint. Well, actually, they just run. They're not sprinters, not yet. That will most likely be the next run. All sprinting all the time. But they are still definitely runners, and they can still definitely fuck you up if you're not paying attention or if you just get overwhelmed. Damn. Fuck you, Skinny Pete. Damn, I was really hoping I'd find one in that. I was really hoping I'd find one in that oven. I've had a good amount of success finding them there in the past. As soon as we find a Skeeter's place, as soon as we find a cooking pot, we'll be fine. I'm not worried about meat. I'm not worried about food of any kind. I'm not worried about getting enough water during looting. I'm just worried about finding a cooking pot because while Skinny Pete has fucked up some runs, I have literally died to dehydration. And that shit is embarrassing when you have fucking 50 things of murky water. And I know it's like, okay, we'll just drink the murky water and deal with the dysentery, but nah, that's icky. Okay, so that's strike 2 on the cooking pot. I am not liking my chances. But I am enjoying being out at night. It's hot as shit here, and this, even though it's just a game, I'm imagining feels pretty nice. Marvin's Getaway. This is a fun POI to do like a cabin in the woods style playthrough. Oh my god. Damn dehydration. It just makes everything a pain in the ass. Really? Why is the door still locked? There's a big fucking hole in it. I'm gonna let my stamina regenerate real quick. I don't see a cooking pot though, and that is really unfortunate. Yeah, it would be in here, and it's not. I really hope that there is some water up here. I know that there's going to be a couple of zombies. There we go, and it's daytime. Look at that. I didn't plan that, but if I did, that would have been perfect timing. Son of a bitch. I don't want that. I want clean, purified water. I don't know if they took it out of the game, but I swear to God I can't find any purified water at all. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's go back to the trader, finish this quest, and then we will... Yeah, we'll have enough money for sure to buy a cooking pot and just say fuck it, bite the bullet on it, and buy one. I don't want to have to rely on luck to get that. If we have enough money, we're going to buy the cooking pot and the cooking grill. Those are my two things where I don't fucking care if people are like, oh, you just watch the next place you look, you'll find it. And it's like, yeah, maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I've had runs end because of a fucking cooking pot. Because I'm too damn stubborn to just go, oh, I'll drink the murky water. God damn, that was a jump scare. I heard her, but she was a lot closer than I thought she was. Okay. Sweet, I'm good on food. Where am I going? Going this way. And that's the other thing. I try to play these games how I would be in the situation, and I'm gonna be completely fucking honest. I would rather die of dehydration than drink some of this water. Like I'm not one of those water like purists. I'll drink Dasani, I'll drink Aquafina, I'll drink out of a garden hose. I don't really care, but I mean that's just fucking gross. And I would hate, knowing my luck, I would be the one asshole that lives like 16, 17 years into the zombie apocalypse, and I would get taken out by, like, cholera. That would be me.
Awesome. Congratulations. Here's your reward, sucker.
Let's go ahead and do the forged ahead. Actually, crafting skill. Yeah, son of a bitch. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. Do you have any jobs? Clear zombies. We'll go east again.
I got just a job for a simple
Marvin's
like
getaway.
you. Get moving, jackass. This don't pay by the
May I see your
Fine,
inventory?
Take a fucking look.
Okay, cooking grill and cooking pot. We're definitely going to do the cooking pot. We don't have enough for the cooking grill. I don't want to sell anything. I'll sell that. And that. Sell that as well. Cornmeal, sell that. Okay. We're going to buy the cooking pot for sure. The cooking grill, maybe we'll do when we come back. Maybe we'll buy that one when we come back. But we're doing Marvin's Getaway, which is nice because that is right by my house, as you guys saw, and we already cleared it, so we can double loot that one as we clear it again. So far, I'm digging this series. I think that the stress of, doing this horde every night is making me a bit more, bit more on edge, obviously. But I don't think it's, at least from my point of view, I don't think it's ruining anything. I think if anything, it's adding that little bit of, holy shit, we got to get this done. We got to go. We got to go. We got to go. And I think that is not what the last one was missing, but I think it's what I tried to add into it, if that makes any sense. Like, since we were just doing the city, I had to be the pusher for everything. I had to be the one to kind of enforce that we needed to clear out these POIs. I had to be the one to hurry myself along. Whereas with this... Oh shit, we need to... Where's the marker? Here we go. Yeah. With this, it's not me. I'm just trying to survive, and we'll have to see what happens. Okay, I definitely need to put another point, oh, son of a bitch, into strength. Motherfucker, okay. See, now I'm pissed. Oh my god, these fucking... Alright, sweet. Let's go ahead, collect this shit, and get back to the trader so that way we can buy the cooking pot. See if we have any money for just something to drink right this second. If we do, awesome. If not, then better luck next time. Alright, let's go. See, this is another excellent way of collecting resources while doing jobs. Is like getting those chairs and this potted plant and scrapping them. That way you're getting those resources, but you're not having to stop, chop down trees, all of these little tips and tricks. These are things that I know, but they're not things that I actively do when I'm doing just, you know, my typical run. There are things I'm like, yeah, I know that'll help out a lot and it would be nice to blah, 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 but I can't fucking be bothered, you know, and then I end up just being lazy with it. And there's really no point, and I think that is another thing I really like about this series, is you can't be fucking lazy. When it's horde every night, there's no room for being lazy in the series. Everything you do has to be planned out. Everything that you are wanting to get done needs to get done in, you know, it needs to get done in your head. Like, you have to have a game plan for every single decision, whether it's where you're going to get your water, are you going to do dew collector? Because normally you just go, okay, I'm going to put up a few dew collectors and I'll never have to worry about water again. Not only am I getting water from the dew collectors, but you'll find it out there, so never have to worry about it. With Horde every night, it's like, okay, do I want to allot my resource to that? The time harvesting all the plastic, the pipes that go into it, if there's duct tape, do I want to risk putting that into that?
Guess you ain't that damn bad after all.
Let's go ahead and do, fuck, I want to do the wood, but I also want to do the ammo. Let's go ahead and do the ammo. Do you have any jobs? Clear zombies, that's the other closest
I
one.
got work to do if you well,
Except
good luck. By the looks of it, you're gonna need money.
Inventory.
Talks, bullshit walks.
Let's go cooking grill. Oh shit, that only leaves me with 240. Fuck.
All
Alright.
that gawking at goods and that's all you buy?
Let's open that. That's a scope 8 times mod. I don't need that one. Let me see your
What the
inventory.
hell do you want this time?
Let's go ahead and sell that.
Cha-ching!
Alright.
Thanks, buddy.
Vending machine. Goldenrod tea. Red tea. I don't really care about. Let's go ahead and buy one of those. We'll buy a red tea as well. And that'll be it. Let's go ahead and eat an egg. And then drink the goldenrod tea as well. That should get us back to being in tip-top shape. Oh, son of a bitch. I have to put a... You guys didn't remind me. I have to put a land claim block down at my base. Just so that way, a quick reference, I can look at it. Wait, what the fuck is the job? Ranger Station Beta, okay. Let's go ahead. We can do the Ranger Station Beta. Yeah, we have plenty of time to do a couple of jobs. Oh, son of a bitch. It was a bit of wasted time. Let's go ahead and put that down here. Yeah. We'll have time to knock out a couple of these. Because Ranger Station Beta is not hard. I mean, it's a tier 1. It's day 2. Should be able to run through it really quickly. And the base is already set up. And this is why I was wanting to take that first day and, you know, gather a bit more resources than I might have needed and build it up more than I needed it to, is so that way on a day like today, I wouldn't have to worry about chopping down trees or getting back to the base, 5 hours earlier and working on it. Alright, clear the area. Let's go ahead and run through this shit really quickly. What the fuck, game? Game. Why are you being a bitch? There we go. Oh, son of a bitch. Fucking birds. Fuck you. Yeah, suck a dick, dude. Fuck you. Fuck you, Skinny Pete. I told you guys, I do not have time for your shit. Yeah, there's nothing up here that I need. And like that, it's done. Sweet Lucky Looter. The volume. Find more junk in loot, which means higher quality. Nice. Yeah, I can't remember if I said earlier. If you're not too sure about what perks to do, it's kind of just like with anything, right? If you want to do like a stealth build, there's really only a few ways of doing a really good stealth build. And that's with most games, I believe. I mean, from my experience. This is one of those games where, like, you can do whatever build you want to do, and all of them will be fun, and all of them will be unique in some way or whatever. But if you're wanting to be a tank, there's not exactly a ton of good builds. A ton of different, builds. It's all pretty much formulaic. And so that is something to think about with this game. I know some people... Let's go ahead and wear that. Scrap that. Cornmeal, we'll throw on the ground. Fuck it. Brass, fuck it. I know that some people are going to disagree, and some people are going to say, well, then that just shows your lack of creativity or originality or some shit or other. But, I mean, honestly, let's be real. If you're wanting to do, let's say you are in a group and you do base building and you want a fucking mega base. Okay, well, one person's going to have to sink most of their points into resource management. Something like Miner 69er and Motherlode. Whereas somebody else that's the designated hunter is going to be sinking more of their points into living off the land and the tracking bullshit and the gathering more meat from animals and all that fucking stuff. Like, it's a lot of fun, but there aren't a ton of different ways to get the the desired result of having a particular trait, which every game has that problem. I mean, Fallout is my favorite series of all time, and they have that problem. So it's not an inherently bad thing, and it's also not an inherently 7 Days to Die game issue problem. But it is something that I, even myself, can struggle with a bit with this game. But I think after this night, I'm probably gonna get off. But you know what? I'm having such a good time. I might keep this going for another day and night cycle.
What are you looking at?
Cobblestone rocks 250. Oh, that's not bad. Molotov. I fucking hate throwables. Aiming from the hip with greater accuracy. Some close quarters. I gotta go with the cobblestone. Do you have any jobs? Fetch. I'd rather do a fetch.
Can't say I'm not surprised. Good luck, kid.
I have 4 skill points to spend. So what we are going to do right now is we are going to head over here and do this job real quick. Although I really should stop by the base. I don't have any steroids on me. Damn. Alright, we're going to go do this job really quick. Take only the bare necessities. Take what we can carry. Head back to the trader, drop that shit off, pick up another job for day 3. And probably at that point head back to the base, start cooking up some water because my guy will fucking die. And start preparing for the, day 2 horde. I should also be stopping at these tree trunks, chopping them down, trying to get honey. I still have 1, which is why I'm not super concerned with it. But it's definitely worth doing it every now and then. Because if you're unaware, honey will cure an infection up to 5%. And you can harvest honey from those tree trunks. But there's a book that I'm looking for that will, it'll basically give you a chance to get honey from just chopping down trees. And it is a really fucking nice book to find. Alright, our POI is right there, so I'm going to chop this down. And I don't think there's another one. Yeah, no. Alright, we got the cooking pot, and we have the cooking grill, so that makes me happy. Yes, we had to buy it, but again, I would rather buy it than fucking die. I know I'm quirky. Steel arrowheads, I don't need that, nor do I want it. Springs, same thing there. This is going to be locked, yep. Oh, son of a bitch. I hear another one coming. Might be coming from up top as well. Just looking for the marker. There's always a marker. Oh shit, I see it. It's upstairs. But I also want to get in this kitchen. Alright, let's go upstairs, and hopefully it'll be just right up this little ladder. It is definitely reading that it's up here. Oh, there it is. Courier satchel. Oh, dumbass. And as much as I would love to stay and get the XP from killing, I don't know, a few more zombies, it's not really going to make that much of a difference. Oh my god. Fuck you. It's not really going to make that much of a difference. I don't know why I didn't pull out my gun sooner. Fibers into cloth. Okay. Yep. So that is definitely part of my time management is just oh, son of a bitch. I didn't read what I got. Skills. This is skills. I think it was a Wasteland Survival, but Wasteland Treasure. Okay, got that one. Urban Combat. Magnum and Art of Mining. Okay, cool. Not what I wanted, but I'm not mad at any one of those. I'm not disappointed with any one of those. I am just kind of meh with it. Okay, 5 more food and loot. I can definitely accept that. Although we're right next to a farm, we're right next to Bob's Boars, we're right next to a shit ton of food. So that's what I would say about this game. I wish that increasing the difficulty, and I know you can like lower the loot abundance, but I wish that food was just a bit harder to come by. Food and water were a tad more difficult. And yeah, there are things I can do, like not buy the cooking pot and the cooking grill right away, you know, just rely on finding them. There's also limitations I can put on myself, such as just not going to the trader or using vending machines. I could do like a farmer style run. I mean, there are a million things that I could do. So I get that, but I think it's one of those things that they either needed to have more like NPCs in the game and say that the reason why we still have food and canned food is because it's still relatively soon after the apocalypse, or make food way less abundant and say that it's, it takes place maybe a generation or two afterwards and you're one of the last people. And that's why you only have a couple of traders and yourself. But I mean, honestly, this game is so good that shit like that, like I have to really nitpick this game. I know I bitch about it a lot and then go, oh no, I just got to nitpick, but it's because when you have a game that, in my opinion, is this good, you kind of have to call out its bullshit more than other games. Southern farming, seed crafting, I don't give a shit about that. You can craft diamond tip blade mods for tools that dramatically increase durability. I don't give a fuck about that. Crafting skill, we're going to have to do that, though. Yeah, complete. Do you have any jobs?
Look who's don't just stand there.
We will go ahead and set that up for tomorrow. 596. I don't need anything, but I'm going to go ahead and buy that for right now. Okay, so we're heading east to go back home. I have to craft a land claim block. Medium armor is quality 1. Heavy armor is quality 1. Nice. Pipe rifle quality 3. If I gave a fuck about the rifles, then I'd be more excited, I guess. The rifles are, in my opinion, the worst weapons in the game. They really are. Their rate of fire, especially the pipe rifle. Like, I get why the pipe shotgun is shit. It's supposed to, you know, be the modern blunderbuss. But that rifle... Which, first of all, if we're talking logistics, right, the AK, which uses the, you know, pipe machine gun round as well, that's a 7.62 by, what, 39? Which would make that, the Mosin Nagant is a 7.62 by 54, so it's smaller than the Mosin Nagant. It's an AK. Why the fuck does the pipe rifle only have one round? It has less ammo capacity than a fucking Mosin Nagant from World War II. It's pretty much a musket that shoots a modern day bullet, and it is a piece of shit. You're telling me you could craft a magazine for a pipe machine gun, but you couldn't craft even a 3-stack mag for the pipe rifle? The complexity of automatic weapons is not a hindrance to you, but oh, you know, pipe rifle with a decent magazine, that's just way past your capabilities. I'm getting so fucking flustered that I completely forgot where I was going. I just got lost and ended up on a hill because I was pissed off about this. That's how passionate I get about this game. By the way, this is Harrison Residence, or as I call it, the A-frame, because it's, well, it's not an A-frame, but it's close enough, and it's a hell of a lot faster than saying the Harrison Residence, which right now I'm having difficulty speaking. And do you know why I'm having a hard time speaking? It's because I'm still pissed off about the pipe rifle. It is such a piece of shit. It makes me so mad because they thought of so much. Like, if you look at this pipe rifle, I mean, the screwdriver with the bent shaft, that's the charging handle. Like, look at this. They really thought about the design of this pipe rifle, and they thought about the or the pipe machine gun, and they thought about the characteristics of it. They thought about so much. They even put a little charm on there, like it's fucking Call of Duty or Rainbow Six. I mean, that is awesome. But the pipe rifle is like the kid in the back of the class that's trying to eat the window. Not because he has special needs, but because he's just an asshole. Okay, let's get both of these in there. Fucking sweet. I think I might have water. I don't have water. Let's go ahead and cook some fuel. We need fuel. I need the coal that's in here. So 4 of that's going to be 2 minutes. I think I'm going to have to do maybe turn that on. Chicken soup. I'm going to go ahead and have that so I can get some water and some food. Oh, son of a bitch. I meant to cook. Alright, sweet. We have that going. You know what? Maybe I will craft some... At least one dew collector. I think, yeah, you get plastic parts with these as well. Let me go ahead and do this real quick. I have 4 skill points available. Let's go ahead, go into Skull Crusher, or no, let's go into Strength again. Skull Crusher one more time. Let's go into Miner 69er. And then we're going to go Boomstick. But I need to be able to harvest resources faster. I don't really care if I have to harvest resources, like if I have to harvest more. Yeah, I know it's a bit dumb to have to do like an extra box or an extra tree just because I'm a little bit short on it, but for me, getting, 20 pieces of something, 30 pieces of something, it's not that big of a deal. Whereas, how long it's going to take me to get those pieces, that's where it's a bit, it's a lot more important. And since this is a pretty time-sensitive run, I want to make sure that everything I do is as quick as possible. That's kind of my thought process on that. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm not always right, and especially with a Horde every night run, I've never done one of these, so perfect. Let's go ahead and scrap that. Let's get another stone axe built. Level 2 this time, though. Chicken soup, we're going to go ahead and have another one of those. Sweet, now I got a level 2. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take both of those. Let's go ahead and make a couple more waters if we can. Or I'll go fuck myself. Yep. Alright, so that's going to be 6 waters. That's not, that's not bad. It's not great, but I've had worse. Steel spear parts. I'm not even going to try to pretend to have that as a goal. I don't really care about that. I'm not doing a spear run. So, 78. Okay, I'm right fucking there. Nope, I want my wood. Yeah, do. Yeah, I should be able to get all the plastic parts I need from here. Although this is not going to be plastic, but this should. The tire won't, but it'll get me a bit closer. Oh, motherfucker. And then, no, this is just going to give me leather and wood. Or maybe just wood. No, give me leather. Fuck, you gotta be kidding me. I'm right there. Alright, we're going to go to the upside down RV. Because even though I know for a fact that we, went through it already, we did not clear it of plastic. Let's gather a bit more wood. Alright, so we have 4 in-game hours until day 2 horde. I have no idea how much more difficult it's going to be than the day 1 horde, but who knows? Could be the same, could be a little bit harder. I have no idea what to expect. I mean, shit, I was wrong about the day 1 horde. The day 2 could literally be, okay, second day it's twice as hard. Or it could be sweet, I have enough plastic parts. That is great. And I'm here, so I might as well finish basically tearing this apart. No, that's not important. Oh shit, I missed books. Of course, another schematic. God, this POI is so cool. I remember when this came out, when this update came out, people that saw this, or I should say when people saw this, we lost our fucking minds. It was like the coolest thing. I am already out and about, so I might as well do a quick circle of these and see if I can find some more plastic. Ideally, I'd like to find a bit more plastic and maybe a few more things like glue or pipes or some shit like that. And I don't think I killed her last time I was here, which is why she was here right now. But I'm pretty sure I already went through the kitchen. Didn't find anything of note. Yeah. Yep, just some empty shit. Let's go ahead, gather this for cloth. Oh, fuck yeah. That is awesome. I was definitely not expecting to get that right now. That is great. I think the only thing that would have been a bit better, obviously, is like a level 1 pistol, but goddamn, level 1 hunting knife right now, I can't complain. Like, it's not a game changer. That's one of those things where it's not a game changer, but it's enough to get you excited. Or enough to get me excited because I'm a fucking nerd. It's coming from outside. I have a second. let's head back. Let's head back to our house. Hopefully we will get there with time to spare. I am not sure, though. Because we got to get there by hour 22. So we should have plenty of time. But there have been plenty of times where I have been running back to the base and boom, wandering fucking horde. Oh, son of a bitch, I didn't mean to eat the last one. Fuck. It wouldn't hurt us to make some red tea. That's for sure. Oh, damn, I guess I must have left the water. Alright, let's get some stuff moved over. Not like we have to move a ton, but I want to make sure that we have what we need. Let's go ahead, move that. I don't think we have any fucking iron pipes. We don't have any duct tape. We have nothing. This is not a great resource run, that's for sure. Okay. Let's go ahead and move everything over. Let's bring this down. Bring this down. We have this. Let's go ahead and upgrade that. Or not upgrade, but repair. This, we only have... Fuck. Resources, short iron pipe, forged iron. We have none of. Fucking great. Okay. It's alright, guys. Like I said, the resources are terrible. Just absolutely abysmal. But overall, it's not a terrible run, all things considering. Let's go ahead, lock all of these in place. You know what? I don't want to do this. Because if I see that I have it down there, I'm going to think about that. Actually, let's go ahead and do that. And then we need to bring our bow down. Like that. The jar of honey I'm not too worried about. Metal chain mod I can only put on to a club. Stone sledgehammer I can still only make a level 1 out of, and I don't have any skill points to throw into anything. So right now, until it's time, we're just gonna go ahead, chop these down. I am still going to be, or I'm gonna be extending this out a little bit more. Not a ton. You know, I'm not going to be extending this out too much, but I we'll definitely be moving it out maybe another few blocks. It doesn't really seem like you would, add that much, but a few blocks, that's enough for a couple of hatches. That's plenty. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering, yes, you can just dig around the trench, but then what they'll do is they'll go ahead and attack these supports. And as it is, I still need to make quite a bit of cobblestone so that way I can upgrade those to obviously cobblestone. Now, they technically can get up right here. But they don't. At least I haven't had that happen. Okay, we got 3. 4. Oh, damn. That was a terrible swing. Okay, now it's looking more like a real horde. Oh, son of a bitch. Some honey would be nice, or a nice herbal antibiotic. See, finding the ammo like that is exactly why I try to always keep weapons on me. But, of course, this is the time I had to be like, nah, man. Nah, it's cool. I don't want it on me. I don't have any ammo. What good could possibly come of me having a gun on me? During a zombie horde, really? I won't need a gun. Those bastards are getting caught on my house. Yeah, see, they're in now. Which makes this significantly harder to defend against. Because now I have to watch multiple avenues. We'll have to see if me putting this up right here stops them. Oh, come on, you fuck. Despawn already. You bastards. Yep, that fixed it by putting those blocks in. Or at least it should have. I won't know until... I won't really know unless I start getting attacked from the side. But judging by the sound of it, we should be good. God damn it, I keep doing that. Are you fucking serious? Okay, there's no one there. Well, I can tell you this is a lot more eventful and a lot more fun. Alright, I gotta kill these pretty darn quickly so I can repair that block up there, which now that I have, I feel a lot more secure. Oh, son of a bitch. Whatever. I'm already infected. Not a big deal, you bastards. And if you are wondering why I keep backing up, going forward to hit, I don't have to go forward to hit. It's a really bad habit to have. But I do it because I am very partial to the trying desperately not to get hit, you know, group. So it's one of those things where it's not a great habit to have, but it's also not the worst habit to have if you use it correctly. Oh shit, that was close. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that was close. She almost got up top. So I'm going to have to raise it another couple. Oh, did I hit that? Bleed damage. So that's actually a really good combo to have. You hit them with a knife, that causes bleed damage, and then they're easier to kill. And that's the way you really should be using a knife and a sledgehammer. Bop, bop, and then knock them out. But again, I just can't be stuffed. Especially when it's that easy. When it's that easy to kill a zombie with your sledgehammer, like, switching back and forth seems kind of like a hassle. Now, one thing you might also be thinking about if you're an astute observer is, what about dogs? Right? Because dogs are just going to sit here and they're just going to fucking cause havoc to this hatch. That's all they're going to do, is they're going to sit here and just be problems. Especially because they can hit you through the hatch. And that is correct. Which is why when it gets to a certain point, I will actually... Motherfucker. I will actually switch this front one over to bars. Because you can shoot through the bars, you can stab through the bars, you know. And plus, you'll be able to hit the dog through the hatch or through the bars with the sledgehammer just fine. But, but by putting bars there, it makes it easier, and you can shoot through it, and you will get to a point to where you kind of have to put bars up no matter what. Let me go ahead and do this right now. Yeah. I'll go ahead and put that up there. What the hey? And then we are going to, actually I might as well just do this now. Because it's going to have to happen eventually, but we are going to be putting, we're going to be retrofitting this shit. Okay, that's 1,000. Let's see if I can. I don't think I can. But you never know. We are going to be getting rid of this panel as well. So that way we can fill in this whole area. And then on the flip side, we're going to be doing either more panels or most likely some sort of block or spikes. I really like doing spikes. And you'll see what I do with the front is pretty nice, at least in my opinion, but I am a touch biased. Now we could put a ladder up, right? So that way we can jump up and quickly get up there. But I like having this here. Although we're going to have to most likely do it on this side. Like that. Having this here means you can hop up if shit hits the fan, and then you can pull these up. So that way they can't get up here. And I also really like that style. And you can even just do 2, because you only need 2. Or you can come here and jump up here and then move over. It really doesn't matter. 1 is going to be the fastest. But just be aware that when you have that 1 and you jump, if they're right on your ass, when you turn around, they're most likely going to be jumping at you. And if they can't jump that, then you got lucky. But yeah, I mean, I'm really excited for how this series is turning out and how it's gonna be. I mean, I've never done a horde every night. Well, I did it. Okay, I did do a horde every night, but that was alpha, that was alpha 20, maybe 21. It's been a while. So I am really excited for this. I think it's a blast. I think we're going to have a blast. And go ahead and have that honey right now. I don't have a vitamin, otherwise I would take it. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited for this. And I'm excited to see how long we last. I'm nervous to see how long we last, but I don't think it's going to be too bad. Either way, guys, that's going to be it for tonight. I appreciate you watching. If you're watching until this point, if you move to the end, then I appreciate that as well. Coming up very shortly, just a quick channel update. I will be working pretty much every day for the next few weeks at least. Maybe just the next couple of weeks at least, and then we're gonna see with work, what is gonna happen with that. But basically, coming up, it's gonna be incredibly busy. My wife is also working more, and there's just a lot going on with that. So I'm hoping to stream every night. I'm hoping to get back into it. If I don't, then forgive me. But this is something that, like I said, this isn't a job. This is for fun. It's me playing games. It's hanging out. If I hang out with a few people, then fucking sweet. If not, then I'll try to catch your guys' streams or your guys' whatever, your chats, Discords. We'll find a way to hang out. We'll make it happen. But I did want to say thank you. And I appreciate the feedback that I've gotten. It's been nice. And we are going to be making some adjustments. We're going to be getting a new microphone. We are going to be altering some of the way that we handle, announcements and shit like that. We're going to start turning this into more of a job while also not taking all the joy out of it. A big part of the reason why I had a blast doing this in the first place was because it was just so much fun to learn all of these new softwares, all of these new software programs that I had never heard of, never dealt with. And all of that was really, really cool, and we're going to be expanding on that. I am very stoked. But, yeah, like I said, more to come, a lot of updates. I appreciate you hanging out with me. All right, bye.